Hey everybody, this is Steven with Landstay, once again, landstay.com, bringing to you another couple of properties in southern Arizona. Just a simple background on our company. We've sold more than 15,000, bought and sold more than 15,000 properties all over the country and a few in Canada. Since 1999, generated over $20 million in cash. And we are yet again bringing you a couple more properties. I'm going to do a short video here for two properties that we posted in southern Arizona. They're mobile home lots. We've gotten a fantastic positive response on these videos. It really answers a ton of questions for prospective purchasers and our customers, and just an outpour of email in a positive direction. So as time goes on, I'm going to try to make the videos a little bit shorter and a little bit more interesting. But in the meantime, I guess you're going to have to put up with my crotchety sense of humor and my long-winded comments. All right, here we go. These two properties are in southern Arizona. They are both mobile home lots, which we get a huge request for. They are both being sold for cash, but if you notice in the auction, we will do seller financing. Just take a look at the bottom of the auction on eBay, and we'll show you how to get that going. And it's actually really simple. We never check anybody's credit or look into anything personally. We just simply do it on a handshake and a short 2 or 3 page agreement. The details of which again are in the auction. All right, so these two properties, as you can see over here, here's the assessor's parcel numbers. They're both, I don't know, a little under a quarter acre. There's some things that I love about both of these properties. Electricity and access are fantastic. So your neighbors are relatively close, which tells me that the properties have access to electricity somehow. And it's actually really clear when we go in. Let's just do it now. Go into the street view here. You can kind of see electricity is just everywhere, which is great. And these two properties are just right over here. One's here and one's here. And we can kind of drive down the street and take a look at what's going on. Single biggest question I get about these properties, there are two questions. One, can I get to it? And the answer is yes, pretty clearly shown in the video how you get to both of these properties. One is on this road, and one is there's an access road back here, right by this telephone pole, or you can get to it through there. So here's a great example of a mobile home situation. This guy brought electricity off the pole, and these poles to do that are all over the place. So that's a great thing, great attribute. The second question that I get by leaps and bounds is how can you sell this property so inexpensively? So we purchase properties like this. We don't typically buy them individually. We usually buy them in a huge quantity. I've purchased as many, that's not in this transaction, but I've purchased as many as 1,100 properties from one seller in one sitting, on one deed in the past. And, at that number of parcels, the transaction that we negotiate it ends up being incredibly inexpensive per parcel for us. So this is a reason that we can kind of $1 no reserve these properties and sell them to our customers so inexpensively and still stay in business. I hope that answers that. I should probably put that in writing somewhere so that people don't, what they're really asking is what's wrong with this property, and the answer is nothing. We just got it cheap. That's the answer. We purchased these properties with a warranty deed, so it's got title insurance and everything. By the way, if you want to get involved in this business, I'm in the process of just wrapping up, finishing a book, and we're going to associate a website with the book. I'm going to give it away. So if you're interested in reselling land, maybe you're selling stuff on eBay and you're not getting the returns you want, or maybe you're a person who wants to get in the business, sell a couple of properties a week or a couple of properties a year, maybe keep some for yourself, maybe sell some for yourself. Send me an email. I'll get you on the list. We're going to give away several hundred copies of the book for free in the beginning, just to see what people's reactions are. and then we'll start charging it after that, charging for it after that. So if you want to send me an email at service@landstay.com, LANDSTAY, and just put in the subject area you're interested in the book, or you're interested in reselling, or you want to get on our list, or something like that. I'll take a look at it personally, and make sure I'll send you something back and make sure that you're on a list, and we get you something. I've mentioned in previous videos that southern Arizona is famous for, not famous, but what goes on in southern Arizona is a lot of agriculture. I didn't realize it until I actually started doing these videos in this area that Arizona is a huge pecan, center for pecan growing and for grape growing vineyards. There's several vineyards in this area, and that's actually what this is in San Simon. An interest in keeping these videos a little bit shorter. This is obviously the off season. Videos a little bit shorter. I'm going to cut back on this stuff a little bit and keep it to the actual properties. As far as where these properties are in relation to Arizona itself, I'm going to scale back here and keep your eye on San Simon here, or not. You can see Phoenix is about, 120 miles away. Tucson's much closer. And then Bowie is real close. See all this agriculture going on. You can see there's access to water. You can't run this amount of agriculture without having a pretty substantial amount of substantial access to water, groundwater. Here's some pictures of the landscape. Fantastic hiking environment. Great little cabin site. Both of these properties could be great little cabin modular sites, or you could hold them and keep them for your kids or grandkids. So I hope that's informative. As far as driving directions go, from Tucson, it's incredibly simple. You just go east on 40, as if you're going through New Mexico and through Texas. Let's take one last look here. The other thing I really like about this property is it's got access on both sides of the road. So, you can put a shed here or some kind of workshop or something, and a mobile home here, or whatever you can kind of dream up. Whatever these guys are doing here. All right, I hope that was informative. Again, if you have any additional questions, please contact me at service@landstay.com. Steve Butala, signing off. Thank you.